Hey, God Living Here family, welcome back. Welcome if you're first time viewer. All glory be to God. It is hot. The gas going down, but it's hot. But I just wanted to get on here real quick and say, what God put in us, no one can take away. A lot of times people are either operating out of the flesh or the spirit. And you'll be able to tell by the fruit. And the enemy's goal is to get us to be a vessel, to operate out of the flesh, so that way we can please ourselves and please our flesh, our own selfish desires, to where we get hurt and we hurt and perpetuate a cycle. But to keep us fulfilling an identity crisis. But what God gave us, can't nobody take it away. And when I say nobody, somebody, a body, it's a person operating out of the flesh, being used by the enemy, being used by the devil. Because after it's all said and done, we'll begin to look for validation outside of what God has put in us, what God has said about us, what God is doing for us. Don't get me wrong, a lot of times we need it because we need to understand that we are nothing. We need to understand that we are nothing. Even on your best day, even on our best days, we are nothing without God. And so a lot of times he has to humble us because we get into this place of being competitive. We get into this needing validation. And once we get that validation, it becomes our God. It becomes like, okay, yeah. And then we have to constantly look for that validation in people and things and what we have and all of this stuff in our degrees and things like that. But nevertheless, God has put something special in you. If you're here for a reason. And you're here for a purpose. Now that it may be minute to you, but God's will is that none of us perish, because he loves us so much. Each and last one of us, we are all his children. And if you are in position and you're not operating out of a space of where you're needing validation, or operating out of a space of being bitter, hurt, angry, and you're carrying that around to where you cannot be used by God, operating out of the flesh and not in the spirit, and you cannot be used by God to share his gospel, to share the good news, to share how good God is. It's going to affect you and your works, what God has purposed you to do, and it's going to affect God, because he wants us to help each other succeed and to know who he is and to understand that he's a good father, he's a good dad. But we can't do that if we're steady on the outside. We're steady looking for outside sources and outside things to validate us, to make us feel good. And I'm talking about myself too, y'all. This is what the Lord has been putting in my heart and putting in my spirit. Like, he's the source, and we have to let it go. We have to let go of us trying to do our own works, us trying to fulfill stuff that the world has put on us, a coat that the world has put on us, letting us think, because it's not true, letting us think that we're not valuable enough, we're not good enough, we're not capable enough, we're not strong enough, to where we working ourselves to death. We We out here messing our lives up, trying to prove to people that's operating out of the flesh, out of a vessel being used by the enemy. And that's what he does. So we have to get into a spot to where we say, okay, Lord, okay, I give up my will, I give up my desire, I give up my works, the things that I want to see happen, the things that I'm trying to do just to prove a point to other people that's on the outside. I give all of that up for you to fulfill your purpose that you have in me. And it's going to be hard because now you coming out of a fight or flight mode. You coming out of let me do this so that way, let me protect myself so that way I won't be hurt again, won't nobody fail me again, I won't be disappointed again, they can't do this again to me, right? But God is always with us. And especially once you start walking out in the spirit and you start to give him all of everything that's causing you hurt, causing you pain, causing you joy. A lot of times we can go off and because we're doing good, because a lot of times people like to go to God when they're doing bad, right? Doing bad and stuff like that. And they want to go to people that they know pray and stuff like that. Nobody goes to God when they're doing good. We have to go to God even when we're doing good and give it to him. That's when he asks the people to give of their firstlings and the fat thereof. Like give me your best too, not just come to me when you weary and tired and all of this stuff. Come to me when you doing good, like, Daddy, look what I did. Daddy, look at this, and then you do a little dance, right? Look at this, Daddy. And so go to him on the good days, but he's gonna make sure that don't nothing happen to you, because he's going to fulfill his plan. He's going to fulfill his purpose for your life. He's gonna make sure ain't nothing happening to you, and anything that's happening to you that's in this flesh is just the enemy. He's going to try to get you to come back to him. He's gonna try to get you to, and it's gonna be some petty stuff, it's gonna be some silly stuff, it's gonna be like stuff, and he's working on me with this, y'all. I promise you he's working on me with this, but it's things out of the flesh. But once we die to the flesh, once we die to our desire, we'll understand what's going on, what's happening, and how the enemy is trying to get us out of operating in the spirit to operating in the flesh, of retaliating and being back petty, or I'ma just not go, I'ma just not do this, or I'ma just doing tit for tat and all of this stuff. And it'll mess you up, and you'll be out of position for God to bless you, for God to increase you in knowledge and wisdom and power and strength. He has so much for us, and we have to stop taking on the persona of other people. It's okay to look at somebody and be inspired by them, and or appreciate a person for being different and having all of these other things, but we have to understand who our foundation is and who God say we are and what God put in us. Like, it's okay to clap for people and be like, yeah, good job, and you did that and stuff, but it's not okay to do it to the point where you're envious, you're coveting, and not looking at the blessings that God has given you and what God has put in you, and he's trying to get you to go somewhere and do something. Look at this little girl. What you want, little girl? Let me go check on my baby. I'm on lunch. It is hot, y'all. It's about 100 degrees. But get your from God. Let God fill you up. That's it. That's all I love, y'all. Yeah, because I was on the live talking to the peoples.
I know, but you could have came inside.
Oh, okay. I'm coming inside then, girl. Woo, it's hot out there. On the live.
I want to say bye. I want to say bye.
You're
Hi.
gonna say bye.
Hi. Hi. Okay. Hi. I didn't say hi before, so. What?
Why you opening your nose, nostrils?
I didn't. I don't know.
You want to make the bed there?
No.
No. You just been in here laying in it.
Uh-huh. Anyways, bye.
See you later. Bye.
Yeah, I said hi and then I said bye.
See you later. Bye.